When you're designing a new IT service, it's very important to make sure you really understand what the business need for availability is. And we're not helped by customers who come to us and say it has to be 100% available, it has to be available all the time. And if in IT you ever accept that kind of statement as your availability requirement, you're bound to get it wrong. I had one customer who made a really expensive mistake based on a requirement like that. The customer said it's got to be available all the time, and they designed a solution using clustering and using RAID and using dual network paths and using all the standard features that you use to get high availability. Because they hadn't really understood the business process and what the impact would be when this service wasn't available, and because they hadn't pushed the customer for a better definition of what they needed, they'd never discovered that what the customer real requirement was a service that recovered guaranteed within a quarter of a second, 250 milliseconds whenever there was an outage. Now, the techniques we use like clustering and RAID typically take 10 or 20 seconds to fail over. And for this particular customer, that 10 or 20 seconds would have been a huge cost and a huge impact. So as a result, this IT solution, which they've been working on for about a year and a half when I got involved, they had to stop the project. They'd already spent about $10 million on it, and they had to start again with a new design. And that took another year onto the project. At the end of the year, I helped with the design. It was great fun designing this solution. We had a solution that could fail over within 250 milliseconds, regardless of what had gone wrong, whether it was a hardware problem, a software problem, a network problem. It was a great solution, but we'd thrown away $20 million before we started designing it. Please understand the business process, talk to your customers, and never accept it's got to be available all the time. Drill down and find out what the real need is.